Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 69 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. I'm logging in, I've got some torches in my export config here for the ME interface because I explored the Twilight Forest and I realized one thing. It's dark and you go through torches very quickly. So might as well have torches always available in the ender pouch. So anytime I take a stack out, it will be replaced by another stack. Same deal as with the potions of strength and milk bottles, which I could of course change up. I also did a little bit of exploring of the Twilight Forest between last episode and this one because running around in the Twilight Forest causes lots of world gen, which coincidentally causes a lot of lag on the server. So, you know, just because I'm running on a server and it's not the most powerful server, it's just one that fits me and just what I'm doing. So long story short, lots and lots of world gen equals lots and lots of lag. So I decided to do that off camera so that you guys didn't have to experience all the slowness. But as a result, now we have a nice area explored in the Twilight Forest. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of cool stuff to go looking at. There's lots of boss monsters, it looks like, and a couple other guys that we can go check out, a couple dungeons to explore, lots of cool loot to go track down and find. So why don't we start off, let's see, I want to make sure I've got everything I need to go exploring. So I've got a nice weapon here. I think we're doing all right on. Well, you know what, I could use a recharge of my wand. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. And I think it might even be a good idea to make sure that I've got this spellbook ready and handy to start casting some fireballs. Because we're going to have a little bit of fun with some magic spells. Obviously, I can't use too much technology in the Twilight Forest, thanks to the Enderman's intervention. Oh, those Endermen. What am I going to do with them? But that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Twilight Forest here and see what kind of cool stuff we can explore. So let's go find one of the earlier bosses that we might want to look at. And I think that green dude, I'm going to face him right now. So that guy right down in that direction. Let's go see what he's all about. I'm not quite sure. Oh, darn it. I forgot about the snare. One of these days I'll remember, before I walk out of my house, that I can't leave until I've removed my armor. And swap. Cool. Much better. Okay. So, now that I've got this up and running and I can actually explore, let's head off in this direction. I wonder what we're going to encounter over here. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Oh, that looks like some nasty stuff. Alright, it should be right through here. Oh, I see something. Is that a Naga? I think it might be. How exactly do I get in this place? Oh yeah, I see a Naga. Boss fight time. I'm a little nervous. Alright, I've got my runic protection going on here. I've got pretty much everything I need. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to snag my linking book, just in case things get super duper hairy. And I'm also going to make sure that I've got this guy ready to heal me. And some fireballs. Alright, let's go take him down. I don't actually see a legitimate way out of here, to be honest with you. Where'd he go? I'm not sure where he went. And that makes me a little nervous. Huh. He was here. Interesting. I'm getting a little bit frightened. Alright. Give me a minute, guys. Ooh. Something happened to that sheep. I'm going to track down this Naga, and I'll be back. Alright, guys. I'm not sure how or why, but that Naga decided he didn't want to stick around any longer. So, I came to find another one. Dun, dun, dun. So, are we ready? I think we're ready. There he is. Oh, he's breaking stuff. Come here, you. These Nagas are really tough. I'm pretty sure they're only going to mostly take damage from their head. Oh, boy. Ow. They also destroy a lot of blocks nearby, so definitely watch out for that. So yeah, not much damage can be done to the tail. You really have to go after their head. Haha. Ow. See, luckily I have so much armor and protection, but my runic armor, my runes are really getting actually kind of low at this point. So, come here, you. Ow, ow. Gotcha! Luckily, the Naga's kind of like one of the easier bosses to fight in here. But let's see, what do we get? We got some stuff, I'm sure, in here somewhere. We definitely got some Naga scales, which is cool. You can use these to create some pretty nice pieces of armor that have a good amount of protection on them. But you also got the Naga trophy, which is neat. It's a block. That's the head of the Naga. So each boss that you kill does drop a trophy, which is very cool. He was one of the easier ones. We've got a little bit more of an adventure, I think, coming up. I think the next one I want to go after might be the Lich. He's actually a lot more difficult. Let's see, is there a Lich King nearby? Dun dun dun. There's a couple of them to the northwest. Looks like the closest ones. So I'm going to head off in that direction now that I've killed the Naga. By the way, I'm pretty sure I only need one trophy in order to get into that locked area. But I'm going to go ahead and get all 3 or 4 of them, I guess, and just see. We're going to check out all the boss fights in the Twilight Forest here, just because they're all pretty fun, and the lead up to them is also really good. Like, the Naga's really easy because he's just like, you walk in and you kill him, but some of the other boss fights have a significant dungeon that you have to traverse before you can actually get in there. So let's head off in this direction, and I'm going to go make my way towards the nearest Lich. So I think I can kind of start to see through the trees here this castle up ahead. And this is the domain of the Lich. He is nasty. He's actually a pretty tough fight all by himself, but first we have to get all the way to the top of that tower. And if you think this is a big dungeon, this is a small dungeon compared to some of the ones we've got coming up. So let's sneak inside wherever we can. I'm going to actually look for the proper entrance because I'm pretty sure there is a proper entrance somewhere. And if not, I'll break through and find my way in. Let's see, proper entrance, anybody? That looks like a nice little place to get in. But of course with Minecraft World Gen, sometimes the proper entrance might be covered up by hills or trees or something like that, which is fine. Alright, proper entrance seems to be covered up, so let's sneak in over here and see what we've got. If I come into the side, that might not be a bad way to assault what we've got going on here. Nice. This tower is actually pretty cool. As you can see, it's large. It's very large. We have to explore our way through it. I hear terrible things going on. Skeleton. And bats. Alright guys, let me look around, I'll be right back. So guys, the main basic rule here is that there's like 2 staircases that lead up to the top, I believe. And look at how many skeletons we've got going on here. Ah, I see, it's a skeleton spawner. Let's get that thing taken care of. That should help significantly. Okay, so that should help out with the skeletons going crazy. What do we got up here? Some bats. You do want to explore a little bit, because sometimes you'll find some cool stuff. Like this nifty looking room. Ah! Evil bookcase. Death tome. Ow. I don't think I have enough arrows in me. Hey, I got a book and quill out of that, though. That's kind of cool. I welcome that. Working your way up this tower is not easy. Ah, look what I found. Very cool. Alright, let's continue our path up the main alleyway, because that's where we're going to find this boss that we want to get the trophy for. Ah! Baby zombie. Hit you. Aha, another skeleton spawner. Now this is the zombie spawner. Okay, that explains where all the zombies are coming from. Also, it's kind of nice to have the morph for that book thing. Nice. It also gives you flight. That's kind of cool. But you guys know I don't like using morph for flight because it's a little too easy. Especially the thing is, like, this place is meant to be explored without flight, so I kind of don't want to fly around here. That would be a little bit cheaty. Interesting. Anything good up here? Not too much. Okay. Just watch your step. Alright. Ah, creeper. Continuing along. I think we've almost reached the top here. Yes, that would appear to be the top. Alright. Once again, let's do a recap. Make sure, number one, I want to make sure I have plenty of inventory space because this guy drops a couple things sometimes. Alright, so that should definitely help. Ah, what's hitting me? Skeleton. So I've got inventory space. I'm ready to heal myself if things get hairy. I've got a fireball spell too. I've got the wand. I've got this. And I want to make sure I have my linking book ready. Alright, let's go into battle with this nasty, nasty boss. Where is he? Ah! Alright, here's the deal with this boss. See these, he summons these things? And when he does, ow, they can shoot these, like, blue orbs that look like ender pearls, kinda. You have to hit them like a ghast fireball and reflect them back at the lich. Oh boy, I am actually hurting pretty bad at the moment. Look at my runic armor, it's almost completely depleted. Let me recharge this stuff. I'm gonna hide down here and recharge. Unfortunately, my heal spell doesn't help out my runic armor all that much. So we have to reflect this stuff back at the lich. Kind of like that, except he was in the way. And you can tell, oh boy, I'm actually getting hurt pretty bad at the moment. Let me recharge, because, yeah. My health's getting low, that means my runic armor's down. I'll be back in a moment once my runic armor recharges. Ouch. Alright, mostly recharged here. I think I still got my headpiece to go, but I'm gonna try and avoid these guys as best I can. Did I get one? I don't know if I got a shield that time. See, his little buddies are hanging out guarding him, and that's definitely not helping me out. Oh yeah, I got all three of them that time. Nice, look, he's only got one shield left. Alright, now his shields are down. Now he's going to summon these things. But, because his shields are down, I should be able to damage him quite a bit, actually. Alright, healing up. Come here, Mr. Lich. Did I get you? I think I got him. Nice! Look at that. So I got a couple cool things from that battle. Let's see. I got some, a golden helmet and golden boots. Let's put away our spoils in our ender pouch here. We'll sort it all. Ooh, looting 1, a breaking 3. That's not a bad sword. Put this junk away. Ender pearls. Never hurts to have a few more of those. But the cool stuff that I got, aside from the Lich King trophy, which I definitely want to hang on to, Zombie Scepter. Oh, this thing's cool. Let's see. I believe you can recharge this thing with Rotten Flesh and a Potion of Strength. Or a Potion of Strength too. Cool. Not bad. Zombie Scepters are neat because you can actually use them to summon zombies. And he's a loyal zombie and he'll follow me around and help me out. Come here, buddy. Follow me and let's go kill stuff. Oh, there's an enemy actually. I think he follows you. He should follow you. Maybe he just gets lost because the pathfinding up there might be a little funny. Take out that zombie for me. Nice. Oh look, he finally made his way down. Excellent. Come here, you two. You're with me now. I'm guessing they eventually teleport to keep up with you if they need to. One thing's for sure, the Twilight Forest has a lot of monster spawners, which is kind of good. Good job, loyal zombie. So that fight wasn't too bad. He definitely does a lot of damage, as you could tell. But, come here, you. Gotcha. He definitely does a lot of damage. That is the part that makes him a little bit of a challenge. But once you break down his shield, he's really not too bad. It's just a matter of figuring out how to break it down and doing that. So I think what I'm going to do is break my way out of here. Eventually your loyal zombies will be toast. They just light on fire as a result of them, you know, running out of, I think they have a duration, and then eventually they're just gone. See you later, buddy. Sorry. So eventually those zombies take a hike. But like I said, we can recharge this thing. So I'm going to throw him away as well. I might automate the recharging of that thing, because it's kind of nice to have a loyal pet zombie that follows you around killing stuff for you. Alright, on to the next boss. This is the one that's probably going to be pretty much a giant adventure, and that is off in this direction. I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, you ready for the next dungeon that we're going to be crawling through? It's that thing. It's so tall it goes above the clouds and you can't even see the top of it. Like, it's crazy large. This is a really impressive dungeon, and in fact there's a lot of really cool stuff up there. So what we're going to want to do is make our way up to the very top, and there's a very challenging boss up there. You can also kind of see it on my mini-map, and you can just see the size of the thing. It's enormous. So we're going to have to sneak through this really dark and nasty forest in order to find our way there. So let's start making our way towards this crazy dungeon. It's generally off in this direction. There it is. I found the entrance. So these little red blocks here, you right-click on them, and they're an entrance. So they'll either allow you to walk through them and then reform, or they'll be gone for good. So I think these ones are the ones that are gone for good. So my little tactic is typically to kind of explore, because there's actually quite a few things in here. Come on. I think that's just lag. It should, yeah, you shouldn't have to click them all. It should just be click one and you're good. Let's see, this might actually be the main path to follow, so I'm going to come over to here. Alright, that just leads outside. So this is the path to go down. Alright, so what we want to do is look around in here. There's usually some cool, there's a lot more loot than what we found previously. So do keep your eyes open, because you'll find chests with all kinds of cool loot in it. And this is exactly why I wanted to have automated torches. See? Now I've got torches available all the time. Alright, so going up seems to be the proper path to follow. What I usually like to do in any dungeon crawler, not even just this dungeon, but anytime I'm playing any kind of game where you crawl through dungeons, is I'll kind of look around. That would appear to be the outside. Alright. I like to kind of determine which way leads you progressively through the dungeon, and then any extra doors that I find, I'll use to kind of... oh boy. Carmite broodlings, nasty stuff. But I got a miniature heart from it. Not that I really need more of those, but... ironwood ingots, diamond, iron? Sure, why not? I think I just threw my steak away. That's okay. That's what this thing's for. I'm definitely hearing more of those spiders, which does not make me feel comfortable. Also, torches is kind of my little indication to myself that I've progressed down this path already. Okay, steel leaf. My steak made its way through. Good. kind of nice having access to your whole AE system remotely. Yeah, you shouldn't really right-click with the torches on the doors, but that just may be in a dire derp. Ooh, Experiment 115. Nice. So you can get a lot of dungeon loot here. This isn't even like the good stuff that you can get. I'm just kind of getting alright with my stuff. My goodness. This is quite the maze. Uh-oh. Hello there. Gotcha. So that guy drops gas tiers and gunpowder, which is kind of neat. I've already been in this chest, right? Yeah. You're basically talking about a maze right here. But a maze with loot in it, so you can't complain too much. Ooh, a Charm of Keeping. These guys are actually nice. If you die with a Charm of Keeping in your inventory, you'll keep some of your items. And there's 3 tiers of it, and the different tiers determine how much of what you'll keep. So I think like the top tier makes you keep all your items, and the lowest tier just keeps the items on your hotbar, that kind of deal. Oh, hello there. Luckily they couldn't travel through that. I think I see something up here. Oh yes. Creepers! So it looks to me like we've hit someplace. One of the first challenges to get up through. Ah! I'm being carried around by a pinch beetle. I hate those things. They grab you and carry you around. It's lots of not fun. Alright, so our plan here is to traverse to the top of this room. You can see why I didn't want cheaty mode flight, right? This is supposed to be a challenge. With bat mode, this is incredibly easy. Without bat mode, well, that's another story. Luckily, there's lights here. That can at least help you out. Ow. I should really get a bow and arrow at some point. Fire is bad. At some point I'm going to come back and get a way to steal these little spawners here. I'm just impressed that this whole thing is like kind of built this well. Like somebody actually had to build this and then build a code that made it so that it generated in the world like this. Like that's really cool to me. Okay, making our way to the top of this area. Not too easy. Believe it or not, this is actually kind of an area where these like fast travel boots can be a bit of a hindrance. Well, that was close. Because basically, you move so fast with the boots on that it's actually easy to overshoot, and especially with like the uphill step assist thing going on where you climb up a level, that makes it really easy to overshoot your goal and fall. Alright, I've derped enough on camera. I will be back in a minute once I've reached the top of this area. So here's my tip for you guys. Take off your runic boots if you have them, or anything that gives you that uphill step assist thing. That will significantly improve your ability to climb up this little area. Because now no longer will you be able to get up here without jumping, and then it's a lot more controlled. Alright, so that's better. I can put my boots on. Nice. Okay. Looking good. Ooh, another chest. What do I get? Ooh, an empty map. Okay. I guess I'll take that. I think that's just a normal vanilla map, by the way. Alright, looks like I've come across another one of these little maze things, so I will come back to you guys in a minute here once I find my way out, or if I find something really interesting. Like some good loot or something. Once again, out of torches. You can see why I decided to bring these, right? So here's a very interesting little puzzle area. See that block there? It's a nasty and interesting block. Let's see. Must not be affecting this area here, but what you're supposed to do is make your way through this spot. Now, the interesting part about this is when you break these things, sometimes they'll be replaced, and you might have trouble getting through. So you really have to kind of navigate your way through quickly and manage to find where you're supposed to go. Now, to prevent that from happening, you can actually break the block. This is the anti-builder. All right, so let's see. Does that prevent me from building stuff? I guess not. All right, so what you have to do is break this thing. And I think you can collect these. If not, there's a way to craft them later on. But once you've broken this thing, it should help you out a little bit. There we go. So that field is now destroyed, and now the blocks don't reform when you break them. But there's a couple of those. So there's another one encasing right here. So we'll have to find the one that's causing that to occur. I think I see it right there. Cool. By the way, they're wood blocks, so a good way to break them is with the pickaxe. So see, now I broke that one, and we can progress once more. So the plan is basically find your way through, and then once you find the thing that's causing the force fields to kind of reform, I don't know if they're really force fields, but that's kind of what I call them. Ow. It's a little bit tricky sometimes, because they do reform pretty quickly, so if you do get stuck, you get really stuck. There we go, now we're talking. Almost through. Gotcha. Nice. I made it through. Haha. Alright, so I made it to the top of these stairs. Nothing really good in this chest, so I just kind of left it all there. I guess I can steal some of the steak. Never hurts to have more food. And what we've found is our first locked door. This is the first door that has a lock on it. So what we can see here is that there's 4 little lock indicators on this door, and what we need to do is explore the area nearby. So there's several paths that go off in this direction here, and we want to go explore all of them as best we can. Oh boy. These guys are nasty. Carmite golems, they hurt quite a lot. Ow. Like, I don't know if you can realize how much damage they're doing, but they took out a chunk of my runic armor charge. So you do want to do your best to prevent them from spawning. They drop a lot of iron though, so that's kind of nice. Among other things that they drop. And what you'll find at the top here, you want to break that this thing here, and that piston is there because initially there's a block on top of the chest preventing you from opening it, but it's a sticky piston that'll pull the chest back. So we can see here, nothing really that I'm looking for in that chest. Let's continue up here. There is some dangerous stuff up here sometimes. Who am I kidding most of the time? Oh, tower key. This is what you're looking for. This tower key matches the door. So you need 4 of them. So we're going to have to keep looking here. Let's go ahead and send some loot back home. Sorting system. Don't send the tower key back unless you can get it back, because basically you need that in a minute. So you might as well hang on to it. Wow, this place is huge. Well, guys, unfortunately, I think we've hit that point where we need to wrap up. But why don't I explore real quick before we do wrap up the rest of this immediate area, and then we'll see if we get another tower key. Oh boy. Okay, so this is just clouds. That's cool. Like I said, taking off your boots here is probably a good plan. Definitely makes for a more controlled exploration. Usually at the top here there'll be a chest. And sometimes, pretty much you're guaranteed to have, or you should be guaranteed to have, the 4 tower keys. There's a second. Nice. Feather falling again. Okay. I'll grab fireflies. They're neat to have. There should be 4 of them throughout the entire area. So it might take you a while to explore everything, but once you have done that, you should be in pretty good shape. So we've got 1 more door to explore. Or no, wait, that's the one we've already been in. This is the upstairs area. So this is the first of 3 paths that we've explored. So if we come down here, it might not be a bad idea to turn off clouds in your settings, but it's up to you. So that's the first of 3. So we've got 2 of the keys that we need to progress. 1, 2. So I need 2 more before I can proceed. So we've got 2 more areas to explore. Hopefully at the top of some of those should be more keys. For now, this is Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Next episode, we will continue exploring this crazy area. Yeah, see? Crazy things are here. It's a little bit creepy. Alright guys, take it easy.